The honourable member for Stevenston, Richmond East.
Madam Speaker, thank you. I'd like to begin by thanking and congratulating the Member of Parliament for Scarborough Centre, all the hard work and dedication that she's done to get this motion and hopefully this bill to this House. Madam Speaker, I am blessed to come from a place called Steveston, East Richmond, and one of the thriving communities, individuals that live in Steveston, East Richmond, is the Filipino community. But it's more than a community, it's individuals. Individuals who love their families, who, as has been stated, believe in faith, in community, in church. I feel blessed to have gone to the birthday party of the granddaughter of one of my good friends, Willie Singonege. And you saw the love, the commitment to one another, but also the love and commitment to Canada, to the community. I was chatting with my dear, dear friend, Tony Rodriguez, who has just become the Grand Knight of the Knights of Columbus over at St. Paul's Church. And when I asked him, why are you doing this? You're so busy. Madam Speaker, he said, because I want to give back to the community. And members of the Filipino community are fiercely proud of their Filipino heritage, but perhaps are even more fiercely Canadian. Every June the 12th for the past 20 years or so, I've been over at City Hall, where we have a flag-raising ceremony, where we're celebrating in Richmond, as I'm sure is done all across the country, Independence Day for the Philippines. And yet, beside that, we have the Canadian flag. And we stand and we sing proudly. I don't sing that well, but sing proudly both national anthems. And that's a testament of a community that not only contributes here in Canada, but also acts as a bridge towards deepening our links to the Philippines. I mentioned earlier on, Madam Speaker, the Knights of Columbus. The whole idea of giving back to the community is integral to the Filipino community. I had dinner a couple of weeks back at Ed and Mercy's Cafe and Restaurant, Little Ong Yin. And when I go there, it isn't just having a meal. It's sharing and talking to all folks in Richmond. It's not just folks of Filipino background that are there, but everyone. And that is a testament that the Filipino community is not just celebrating Filipino culture, but also Canadian culture. And Madam Speaker, we are officially recognizing, I'm sure we will, that the month of June will be known every year as a celebration for the Filipino cultural and heritage. But I would argue that it's also a recognition of Canadian culture, because as time goes on, 800,000 Canadians of Filipino background are molding, are shaping our culture. And that is a wonderful thing. And as our Prime Minister always says, diversity is a strength, not a weakness, because it's an ongoing process where Canadians of wherever they come from come to Canada and contribute not only to benefit their own families, but they contribute to benefit Canada, and they also change, I would argue, for the better, the nature and the culture of Canada. And there's no better community to be an example of that than the Filipino community. Madam Speaker, it's been my great honor to stand here today and to support our bill that will make June the month celebrating the heritage of the Filipino community. Thank you very much.
Resuming debate, the honourable member for Barrie Innis.